Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well today. I want to give you guys an update what is happening right now with Bitcoin and the crypto market. We know guys, Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency market have in fact been dropping. And it's not just the crypto market, it's also the US market, right? The stock market has also been crashing as well. So plenty of markets out there have in fact been crashing. It seems like we are in fact in recession. Okay, so I want to talk about it and give you guys a little update. And I just want to let you guys know to not panic. I told you guys that in last night's stream. Okay, I told you guys that in yesterday's video as well. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, you guys should definitely check it out. But today, Bitcoin is looking a bit more better. We are in the 1 hour time frame, and you also just clearly see Bitcoin is now slightly bouncing back up. At one point, went all the way up to over $55,000, almost $56,000. Now, yesterday we saw it all the way down to 49,300. Okay, below $50,000. Yesterday was pretty bad. Okay, but today it seems like Bitcoin is slightly recovering, just slightly recovering back up from this downtrend and from this crash that we have in fact been seeing for the past few days, right? If we go to the 1 hour time frame, you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is slightly bouncing back up right now, okay? But it is still down a fair bit, okay? If we go to the daily time frame, you guys can just clearly see how much Bitcoin is down. It did obviously break the support level, okay, and it is still below it, right? So we could potentially see a Bitcoin potentially dropping further down to the downside. Okay, it is very, very possible, right? And we saw Ethereum dropping a fair bit yesterday as well, right? It's now at $2,400. Yesterday we saw it just below 2.3. But yeah, Ethereum was down like over 20%. So the crypto market today is not looking still, it's not looking too great, but it is down over 6%. Yesterday we saw it down 17%. Okay, but today, okay, it is in fact looking a bit more better, but it's still pretty ugly. Okay, the global crypto market cap is now almost back up at 2 trillion. Yesterday we saw it at about 1.8 trillion, and at one point it was actually below 1.8 trillion. Now sitting at 1.94 trillion, so it seems like it's gonna go back up to 2 trillion, which will be great to see, I guess. Uh, past 24 hours, a lot of altcoins, including Bitcoin, are still down. And you can clearly see for the past 7 days, for the past week, okay, a lot of them are down over 10% easily, even over 20%. Okay, you can clearly see that, right? Look at Bitcoin, 18%. Look at Ethereum, a whopping 27%. Okay, and the list goes on. Okay, Solana, 28%. Right, look at Chainlink, 30%. Right, Near Protocol over 30%. So yeah, a lot of altcoins have in fact been dropping. Like look at Pepe, down 40% for the past week. Crazy. Okay, crazy times. This is obviously a great time, okay, to buy into the crypto market during these times. When we see opportunities like these, we should really take it as an opportunity to buy, right? Now, the crypto Fingreed index is now in fear mode, which is crazy. I thought it would have been in extreme fear since everyone is panicking, okay, and just panicking for no reason, okay. I thought, by today we would potentially see the Fingreed index in extreme fear mode, but right now it's just in fear, okay, and sitting at 26. Yesterday we saw it at 34, so obviously it's slightly gone down, which is crazy because last week was in greed mode and we were sitting at 74. It's just crazy how much the sentiment can change in a week time. Okay, because last week we were literally in greed mode. Okay, and now it's at fear mode, right, in a week time, which is crazy. But yeah, we know, guys, the main reason why we are in fact seeing the crypto market crash, the US market crash as well, the stock market, is because of this. So Japan's Nikkei, I hope I'm saying that right, sees the biggest tumble since 1987 crash. Okay, so Yasun just clearly see Japan's Nikkei 225 ends trading day down 12.4%, the worst single day result since Black Monday in 1987. And this is one of the main reasons, guys, okay? We are in fact seeing the crypto market crash, and the US market and whatnot, right? A lot of markets out there are in fact crashing. It seems like we are in fact in recession as well. Okay, a lot of things are in fact going on around the world, and it's causing the market to crash. Okay, so yeah, Yassen's Khaleesi, it is down 12.4%, 5 days, 17%, almost 18%, month 23%, 6 months 13%. Yassen's Khaleesi, how much it's dropped, right? So yeah, it's not looking too good right now. Okay, a lot of stocks are down, right? So yeah, it's not looking too good. It's not just the crypto market, guys. It's also other markets out there as well. But remember, guys, just to remind you guys, last week Donald Trump did in fact attend at the Bitcoin conference, and he said to us to never sell your Bitcoins, right? So, guys, you never want to sell your Bitcoins, just like what Donald Trump is saying here. You never want to sell your Bitcoins. Okay, even times like this where it's hard, okay, you never want to sell. Okay, do not panic sell, guys. This is not the time to panic. I am telling you that right now. But it seems like Bitcoin is repeating very, very similar patterns to what it did back in 2020, right? So in 2020, we had the COVID crash, okay? And we saw Bitcoin going from $10,000 all the way down below $4,000, around $3,800. And a lot of people thought, that's it. There's no more hope for Bitcoin, okay? But it did eventually rise back up, and then it entered a bull run. Okay, and you can just clearly see right here to the left, it seems like Bitcoin is forming a very, very similar pattern to what it did with the COVID crash, right? So you can just clearly see 2020 COVID crash. Okay, it dropped, and then after that, it broke that resistance line. Okay, it created like a V shape. Okay, so it dropped, and then it bounced back up, and then it obviously was consolidating. At that resistance line, and then it broke that resistance line, and that's when everything just kicked off for Bitcoin, and that's when we entered the next bull run, right? And then 2021, that's when everything just kicked off. Okay, we know that. So Yashin's clear to see this 2024 recession crash seems very, very similar to what it did with the COVID crash, right? I talked about this in last night's stream, even in yesterday's video, but I want to talk more about it because I just want you guys to understand to not panic, okay? Understand, most likely, obviously, we will see Bitcoin recovering back up, okay, to its recent all-time highs above 73K. Again, that will be back up at this resistance line, and once we see Bitcoin breaking that resistance line, it's obviously going to go higher and reach new highs, right? Just like what it did back in 2020 with the COVID crash, right? We will potentially see Bitcoin, okay, for this recession crash, create a V shape, just like what it did with the COVID crash, okay? Create a V shape, and then it's going to break this resistance line, and then from there on, we're going to enter a bull run, and that's when we're going to see Bitcoin reaching new highs. $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 is still on track, okay? Even, over $100,000 is coming throughout next year. 2025 are in fact going to be some amazing times for Bitcoin. Okay, we will see Bitcoin reaching new highs. $200,000 is very, very possible, even over $200,000, even $300,000, in my opinion, is possible for Bitcoin to reach, in the next upcoming bull market, right? So understand, guys, right now is a great time to buy Bitcoin. It's still below $100,000. And if you're not buying now and you're not taking advantage of this price for Bitcoin right now or any other crypto coin, and once we see everything reaching new highs, Bitcoin's above 100K, you're going to FOMO in, sadly, right? You will FOMO in. A lot of people, they like to buy when we are in fact in a bull run, in a bull market, okay? Sadly, that's just how it works. That's just how most people like to buy into these markets, okay? Sadly, they don't like to buy days like this where everything is down, okay, because they're just fearful, they're just scared, right? It's just how humans operate, I guess, right? So understand, guys, Bitcoin will create a V shape just like what it did with the COVID crash, and it will bounce back up and reach new highs. Okay, it's coming. So Mr. 100 is buying Bitcoin aggressively, and you can just clearly see yesterday, Mr. 100 have in fact been buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. It seems like he's been buying thousands of it, over 1,000 Bitcoins, which is absolutely insane, guys. Okay, so people, the big buyers, are in fact buying. Whales are buying Bitcoin as well, guys. Even El Salvador bought more Bitcoin today while everyone else is selling. Okay, so El Salvador is buying the dip. Okay, and we know a lot of people out there are still buying the dip. We know Marcus Saylor is obviously buying the dip. Okay, Robert Kiyosaki is buying the dip. Okay, and we know a lot of major institutions like BlackRock are in fact buying Bitcoin as well. In fact, speaking about BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, and MicroStrategy have not sold their Bitcoins despite the market crash. So you can clearly see they have diamond hands. They are simply hodling, and that's simply what we all should be doing. We should be simply holding right now. Okay, if you can't buy this dip right now, maybe you ran out of money, just like myself. Simply just hold, guys. Okay, just hold. Do not sell. Okay, don't try to like time the market, by selling and then if it drops further down, get back in. Don't do anything like that. Just leave it as it is. Okay, just simply hold, guys, because you have to just clearly see right now, Bitcoin is bouncing back up. Okay, it's almost back up at $55,000. Okay, it's gaining a bit more momentum now, right? We are in fact seeing a slight recovery already. Okay, so who knows if this will continue, okay, or this is a fake, okay, and we could potentially see it drop further down to the downside. We will see, but I think we will potentially see Bitcoin, in the next few weeks drop further down to the downside, because I told you guys that August, this month, is usually a pretty bearish month for Bitcoin. Same with next month in September. September is a terrible month for Bitcoin. Usually September is a very bearish month for Bitcoin. But yeah, BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, and MicroStrategy have not sold their Bitcoins. They're simply holding, guys, during this crash right now. And I hope you guys are simply holding your assets, your crypto assets right now as well. I hope you guys are not panicking. Okay, so for all my Bitcoin holders out there, please do not panic. This is not the time to panic. This is not the time to be fearful. This is not the time to panic sell, right? This is the time to simply hold your Bitcoins or any other crypto assets that you guys are in fact holding, whether it's Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, Cardano, Polygon, Chainlink. I don't know what it is, but this is simply the time to hold, and if you can, buy more as much as you can. Not financial advice, always do your own research, guys, but understand a bull run is coming. Okay, October, November, and December, these upcoming months for this year in 2024 will be amazing, especially October. October is a very, very bullish month. Okay, and that's when I really do see Bitcoin reaching new highs. Okay, and I still think 100k Bitcoin is still on track for end of this year in 2024. I really do. So understand, this is a great opportunity to buy. Okay, buy the dip, prepare yourselves for the next upcoming bull run. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.